Shit, wrong button. Ah.
Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the... Storm. The Jaguars will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Pretty gay, yeah.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college
there
football,
you go,
it's results oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Jaguars offense has its
pretty nervous about the game tonight, dude.
As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Then I'm always
These
nervous.
are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up.
What the
These are
fuck? Oh, did he get hurt? What the hell? Need a break after that? Damn.
These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season.
Oh, shit. That's fine.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Give to the big fullback. The Jaguars get it past the sticks.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
And the Jaguars getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Jaguars are rolling down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good...
Damn. Oh, shit. I got in.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Snap that shit fast.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening. Keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
What?
And you know the standard is indisputable.
Knew they were going to look at it.
And the officials will change the call. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Illegal block.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Wilkins. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back.
Oh!
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be
Oh,
working.
shit.
You seem to have this defense on their heels.
That was dumb.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baker. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Movement here from the tight end. To the ground. He's got it again. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Ooh.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Wide out in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an
picked
open
up
man.
all the
They've got
guys.
the defense
Come
reeling
on.
right now with that big play to the 29. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split them out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They want to just keep throwing it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They call it a coffin.
Oh my God.
Reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they must take care of the football.
Oh, no.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
He'll keep it on the
Oh my God, I didn't get it.
Not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Running They do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
I ain't giving me
Down
that.
in the game, there's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure
sucked.
off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Wilkins. Fires to the end zone.
Oh, pick that
This
shit.
ball's incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen,
That was
the passing
dumb.
game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away. And
I can't believe they
the
stuffed the
defense can
quarterback
keep him
sneak
from answering.
one time all year.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third
Ooh.
down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The play action fake.
Come on, man.
Pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touch pass on the run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Jaguars will line it up on 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Escapes the sack. Feeling some heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Morgantown.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion.
Snap the ball! What the fuck?
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag.
No.
On first
That was
down,
dumb.
Here comes this offense. They'll run it from the gun.
Fuck
Into
this,
the pile,
man.
maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Lopez to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your
They
turn to
are
get another shot.
perfectly equal.
Here's the
Oh my God, all of a sudden they are playing some defense.
Had a chance, they knock him down for a loss of 5. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's back to throw on 2nd down.
What is that? What was that?
Didn't get a ton
What the
of
fuck
return.
was that?
He got the ball, and they got it at the 48.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game.
So they're just going to make him throw a bad throw?
Seemed to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Come on, man.
Got room at the 35. Ripping through the defense. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Down, West Virginia.
Might as well run him until they
This
stop him.
is
He's got
so
it again.
dumb.
They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. To the air, it's Wilkins. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. with the run on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need
They are
the perfect
absolutely
play. This guy
bitching
is
one of the
running back.
best
He's gonna make
defenses
the
in the
perfect play
game.
because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move.
That is so fucking stupid.
Mountaineer.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do
I
that
can't
better
get
than others,
anything
but you
going
show
right
some
now.
Trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff.
Give me that. Give me that.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot.
He just won't throw the ball.
And it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Lopez wants to fire. Plows through the defense.
Dude, what is going on with my quarterback?
Get a hand in there and knock it away.
The guy won't throw a good throw right now.
Last possession, you could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Running back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock. Time will expire here in the 3rd. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. With jet sweep pass. Nothing but green ahead. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, South Alabama.
And the Jaguars will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. They'll dial up the run.
God dang it, man. They just are abusing my offensive line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, give up the run. They get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line.
How is that not a touchdown?
Shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Oh, and I love it. They give the ball to the fullback. You don't even see him in the game all the time. But when he is, it's always unselfish, pounding people. I love when you...
Touchdown, South Alabama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
3rd down and goal. I want the touchdown. Is it predictable? Do I know he's going under center? Do I know he's going to run a quarterback sneak? Yeah, but guess what? It's still so hard to stop. That's why you see it so much down here in the red zone, especially in situations like this in 3rd and goal when you need it. Touchdown for the offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure.
God, what a bad kick.
The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 24 over Temple. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking left.
Oh my God.
Bringing the heat. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. They'll run the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone.
Get out of here.
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D.
Oh my God, snap the ball!
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That play just never had a chance. They knocked him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
So fucking lame.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Handoff from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
The back goes in motion. Lopez to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it. You just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a short run there, and that'll end it.
Yay.
You want to talk about building confidence?
Awful game.
Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know
What an
you're gonna
awful
make that play in
game.
a big moment that continues to build on week to